Tony's mother poured liquid soap down his throat. She had severe addictions to drugs and alcohol and rarely left the house. She was also physically abusive. She would beat his head against the wall until it bled. His mother remarried 4 times while he was growing up. The eldest of 3, Tony had no choice but to care for his siblings. One day, on Thanksgiving, Tony's family was hungry and they had nothing to eat. They were so poor. My mom was screaming at my father because he couldn't take care of his family, and then a miracle happened. Bang on the door. I'm the oldest one. They're screaming, so I go answer the door, and standing there is this giant man. I was this little boy and he's holding this huge box of food. That moment deeply impacted Tony. On that day, he vowed, one day he is going to help people in the same manner that his family was helped. He became an avid learner. As a teen, he scans over 100 books a year, all in the area of psychology, physiology, and philosophy. But his troubled mother would often punish Tony by making him skip school. One Christmas Eve, Tony Robbins' mother chased him out of the house with a knife. He never went back home. He found a little flat but continued to support his family. After school, he worked as a janitor, a handyman, and a mover. One day, he saw an old friend who used to be poor and was now successful. He told Tony he had been to a seminar run by Jim Rohn, a famous motivational speaker. Tony wrote Ron a letter, asking if he could work for him. Jim Rohn accepted and took Tony under his wing. Tony developed a more high-energy, personalized version of Rohn's seminars. He traveled across the country, leading hundreds of seminars every year. 2 years later, the huge success of his first book, Unlimited Power, launched Tony into the mainstream. Tony is now the world's most famous and respected performance coach. He regularly sells out stadiums with his famous life coaching seminars. He owns 33 companies, consults over 200,000 people a year, and is worth over $500 million. He made Oprah walk on fire and coached some of the world's most high-profile people, including Bill Clinton, Serena Williams, Leonardo DiCaprio, Nelson Mandela, Princess Diana, and Mother Teresa, and just like he promised his younger self, his charity work has fed more than 50 million people in 56 countries around the world. Tony reminds us all that through resilience and compassion, we could achieve adversity and come out much stronger.